Hello everybody and welcome back to Digestate Farms. We're in November and it is our vintage series. So we're going to get loading up some of our different bits and bobs here. We're going to have a bit of a quick sell up. So we've got all of the granola. We've got our eggs over here to get sold. Eggs down there to get sold. We've got cheese. We've got butter starting to pile up. So we're going to have a bit of a selly to start off with and hopefully raise some money for the farm. Just checking the food while I'm here as well. I've also just need to check on the cows, make sure they are well and truly fed. So things that are happening on the farm so far, we've got the worker in our quad track. He is just cultivating that field we managed to harvest last month. I think it was the corn, wasn't it? The corn down there. We've also got a worker. He is spreading lime on the sunflower field, getting that ready for us. So yeah, again, it doesn't massively need doing, but I thought we might as well just get on top of it and and get it sorted. We'll soon be cutting some of this manure back and forth, and then we can really start to have a look. So what have we got food wise? Not a lot. So we do need to cut the grass as well again today. If it's ready. And it is ready. So what we'll end up doing is we'll get the Renault. We'll get that set up mowing the lawn for us. Just to keep those cows fed up. So I think we are soon going to have to think about getting another grass field, or having one big grass field and turning this into a bit of an arable field, just because the cows are chomping through quite a considerable amount of food now. Now they're getting a bit older, and obviously the sheep need feeding as well. So yeah, we're gonna have to just keep an eye on it and see if we can get a bigger one at some point. But yeah, we'll get him set up. He can mow the grass for us. That'll be a massive help. Then we will set someone tedding it, and then from there we'll probably just come and get it baled ourselves, because you can't set a worker baling, unfortunately. It would be nice. I know we've done a lot of grass work, but we've got to keep those cows fed somehow. So yeah, quad track man's, he's just getting the field done now, just getting it all cultivated up for us. And then we'll get it spread with lime. I mean, to be fair, like you say, it says it's good, so it doesn't need too much. But I'd sooner rather just have it all done, and then we know where we stand with everything. So let's jump back into our Volvo, wherever it is. Here it is. We're getting somewhere now with the spinnery. We're 718 litres, so hopefully before next April, when the price is right, we might have one more to sell. That thing is really slow, so kind of wish we'd bought a bit bigger one, but I don't know if they're actually that much quicker. I've never really had a spinnery, or yeah, I've never really had one. I've always tried to do goat's milk, which we can't do on this series, unfortunately, because goats don't seem to work in. But yeah, I've always done goats because they're just more profitable, less hassle, because the goat's milk itself, it starts off more money, so it is just easier to handle, really. We'll get all these stacked on here. We do also need to check to see how much milk we've got in the cow pasture, because I think we'll soon be having to move another load. So they're all good. Chickens all good. How much milk? Oh, we've got 18,000 litres, so we can bring that over to our factory. So at the moment we have got 5,000 in there. We did talk about putting some sugar beet in, so we could make some strawberry milk, which I think would be quite cool. We're still full of sunflowers at the moment. I switched the granola off because we've run out of granola. We were very close, but we were not going to make it with what we've got left. I don't think we've got anything else in there at the moment. Nope. Mushrooms. The mushroom glasshouse is actually very small, very slow. You only get about one, the small one, and you only get about 1 or 2 a day. It's not, yeah, if you're lucky for one. So yeah, I think everything's doing all right really. So yeah, it'd just be a case of moving the milk over. I don't know what Jules is blocked up with. I'd guess he's, let's just jump into him. Yeah, I thought that was going to be the case. Just pull that out of the way. Don't know how much of a wide swing he needs. Right, where are we? Where are we? Back into the valve. There we are. So yeah, we'll get these loaded up. Let's just stand that up. I don't think wool's best this month, but I've just taken it because otherwise we're going to end up with an abundant... I mean, it would be nice in April. We'd have a nice bit of payday, but I don't think it's too bad. We'd have to just check on that. Let's just have a look. Where's the wool? Be right down the bottom, won't it? There it is. Yeah, I say it's not too bad, but it's it's £1,000 less than what you would get, but I'm sure we'll have a load more come April. And to be fair, I want some money in the account because, like I say, I'm going to be buying a grass field, which if we do, we'll have to cut it and harvest it today just because November's about the last chance we can get to cut it and make grass and hay, because it won't grow until March again. So it's basically, if we can't afford it this month, not the end of the world. We will buy something else. We'll probably buy a bit of new machinery. Keep on top of trying to make it as big as possible, really. Keep the machinery as big and as impressive as possible, because now we're getting these bigger fields. We definitely need to keep on top of the bigger machinery. So like the 996 now, not very good for doing a lot of field work with, because it's so small and it would just take days. The quad track, very, very nice. We do need to look for some bigger attachments for it, so cultivator would be a nice start. I know we've got quite a big one, but if we could get a bigger one, who's going to say no to that? And the drill, to be fair, it's a fairly decent size, and I'm struggling to find one. I'd actually like to find a manure spreader and a slurry spreader that's a bit bigger. I had wondered if we take the manure over to the bio plant and change it into digest, just because it'll be, we can carry more digest than we can manure, because otherwise we're going to be back and forth, holding only 5,000 litres. You don't get far across the field, so that might be something we do with the lorry and tanker later. Move it over to the biomass plant. It'll make us money, and then we can get the digest out of it as well, and then we could use the digest to spread on the fields and fertilise them. I mean, it wouldn't be too much of a loss for us, because obviously we're not going to be re-drilling or replanting these fields until probably April next year, so we have got a bit of time to convert it all into digest, and then we can just have a big day of spreading digest and slurry. It holds 20,000 litres, so we could even buy 2, have Fiat running one, I'd do some carting, and then I could get a worker to spread it and then come back, and vice versa. And we could run it like that, really, so it wouldn't be the end of the world. So yeah, this trailer's going to be looking fairly good by the time we're done. I just see some more eggs have come, so we'll get them chucked on as well. Obviously November's the best time for our eggs, so we want to get them sold today. And so we've also got all of the cheese and butter over there to get on here. That's the first load of our sunflower, so I will be keeping the sunflower oil until I think it's March. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's March. Well, we'll keep an eye on it, and then we obviously get that really good, decent price for that. So I'll just quickly set to. There's not too much more to load up. It might just take me a few more minutes. We'll get everything we've got put on the trailer, and then we'll head over to the farmer's market and we will try and get it all sold and see how much money it raises. So here we are. So we've got quite a load on. We've got 19,000 litres of eggs. Well, nearly 20,000. We've got 7,000 litres of butter. We've got 3,000 litres of cheese. 8,000 litres of canola oil. And 10,000 litres of wool. So let's find out what this is going to make us. So can we get it in a one payment? Oof. £272,000 plus 26,000 environmental, so we're now up to £390,000. The last thing we've got to go collect is the lettuces from the farmyard and the mushrooms, and then I don't know, should we sell the mushroom production and buy a bit bigger one so we can get some more out of it, because obviously it is very slow. And then at least we could actually start making some return off it. We're making return off it at the moment, but it's not quick enough, I don't feel. I feel like we need to get a large one and a large glass house now. Even if we put them up at this top yard, and then we could be making... Or do we keep both of them and we just build two more up here? And then we could be making even more money in the infills, which would really help fund our... tractor habit, because we seem to have a lot of tractors now, but I'm not ready to detach from any yet. I love every single tractor equally, but in different ways. So yeah, let me get up to the farmyard, and then I'm going to move the lime spreader worker into the backfield. I think we're done with the quad track for now. We'll probably be using the jewellery case to start carting slurry. Do this field first, and then we might do well, if we've got enough, we might then do the sunflower field, because the biggest field, or the one what the quad track's in. So the quad track is all done, so we might as well return this back to the yard now, get him back to over there. We need to lime spread this field as well, but we, like I said, we'll get the worker to do that. In fact, let's leave him for a minute. Let's get this guy moved first, because he can actually be doing something while we're moving the quad track down. And if he's in the two little fields, I bet he gets done before we get that slow quad track back. The only thing with the quad track, loads of power, 600 horses, but she is not a road tractor. And to be fair, you won't want to drive it on the road. They're fairly harsh riding tractors are. Anyone seen the Top Gear episode where Richard Hammond takes one, Jeremy Clarkson takes... He took the fast track, didn't he? And James Main got the complicated Fent. Yeah. I think it says everything you need to know about the quad tracks. We went into town to get his lunch and got it stuck over the bridge, blocked the whole street up, and then well, it took him ages, didn't it? But yeah, let me get this back to the yard, and then we'll load those lettuces and mushrooms up. Right, so we've collected 17,000 litres of lettuce and 3,000 of our mushrooms. So let's get this sold. And that's another £78,000 plus 7,000 environmental. That's taken us up to £475,000. But not a bad way to start the episode. I say start the episode, we're probably about halfway through now, but definitely not a bad way to go, making all of this money. So I'll head back to the yard now. I'll have a quick look at grass fields, see if there's anything that tickles my fancy, just to keep those cows well fed up. And if there isn't, we'll look into getting a new glass house, I think, up this end on our little field where we've got everything else, and we might decorate it or put some flooring down, but I haven't decided yet. Eventually I will put some nice flooring down, and I'll tarmac it and level it all up and make it look more presentable than it is. But yeah, let's get this parked up and then I'll have a look in some fields and we'll see where we go from here. Right, so we have just finished baling the grass field. We've got 5 bales off it. We've took them straight to the cows, and the cows are now topped off. What I have done is I've decided I'm going to load up the trailer. There's still 50,000 litres in there. I'm going to shuttle run some over to the bio plant, and we're going to turn it into digest. So we're not going to sell it, we're just going to make it into digest. I think we'll get the byproduct of making the electric as well, so we will end up with a bit of money out of it, but the main goal is if we can have it in digest, we can then use the bigger slurry tanker and then we can spread it over the fields, which I think is a much better way of doing this. And I don't actually know if I'm going the right way. I'm headed up here. Where is the bio tank? Where Where am I? No, I've gone completely the wrong way. So yeah, we want to be over here. So, and we're headed up here. So what we'll do is we'll... Oh, no, sorry, we're here. So we'll get spun around and we'll travel all the way down here past our workplace. And it's actually a lot closer than I thought it was, but I've just come to the wrong place. But yeah, let's get spun around. Let's get it to the bio. I don't know if we'll be able to tip it in there, or we're going to have to tip it all on the floor and then bring the telehandler over, and then we can get it loaded up. But this way, at least we can use a 20,000 litre slurry tank, and it's not going to be so bad. I mean, the 5,000 litre manure spreader, it'll take us hours by the time we've run back and forth, because you can barely do a breed. It would be painful. So I think this is the best of the situation, and we'll still get the fertiliser out of it we need. We've got plenty of time to do it as well, because like I said, we're not going to be drilling until April. So yeah, I think this makes the most sense. So I'll head up there now, and then we'll assess the situation and see if we can tip it straight, or we're going to have to take the telehandler. So, just picking up our last load of manure. I've got it all into the bio plant. So, for every 505 litres of manure we put in, we should get 303 electric charge, 2 methane, and 455 digest. And it's the digest we're interested in, because that is what we're going to be spreading on our fields as well as the slurry. So, we've also got... Where's slurry? We've got 36,000 litres of slurry already in storage. So, I was looking for a grass field. Now, there's not much choice. We could get like another small field like this. It's not very big. Field 10 is quite nice. I don't know if I'd want to sacrifice it to be grass. So my other thoughts were is, do we buy field 10? Obviously we can't afford it right now. We're about, well, we're 60 grand short, which we can soon make. If we bought field 10, we could turn 13 and 14 into a grass field, or especially 14, because 14's 0.99 hectares, and our grass field at the moment is 0.65. Now, this used to be a grass field, what we turned into an arable crop. I mean, we could buy one of these, but they're not massive. I kind of want, if we're going to do it, we need to do it so we can not worry about grass. Now, you could buy something like this by the side of the field here, but I don't know if we can cut it. I don't know if it would work with our precision farming. Now, it's only 56k. It's 0.88 hectares. So I might just buy that and just see. Let's see if that works with precision farming. If it doesn't, it's not the end of the world. Doesn't look like it does. but we can just cut it. Now, it won't detect it, but we could just cut this bit of grass now ourselves, and that helps feed the cows and the sheep. So, and it is right on our yard, so it's probably not a bad field. So, let me back up and I'll show you it from above what bit of land we bought. It's spun around, and then let me show you what we've just bought. Now, it was 50 grand, so if we don't like it, it'll never lose value. It's always going to have a residual value, that field is. So, oh, let me sort the farm stick out again. Let's jump in the air and let me show you. So we've just bought this bit of grassland here. And that land's always going to have a value. So it's always going to be worth something in the future. So we now could cut that and make some extra bales, so our cows are never hungry. Especially when this field, it's not a bad field, it's doing quite well. We'll have to see if it'll let us cut it, because I have known this map to be a bit funny on cutting outside the pasture. So we'll give it a try in a minute. But yeah, let's get this last load over to the bio plant. So the bio plant's been working quite well. It's letting me tip the trailer straight in, so that's making my life so much easier. And then we'll have good 80,000 litres there, so we should end up with a nice 50,000 litres of digest. Quite far to cart it, but 20,000 litres is much better than 5,000 litres. I don't think we'll be filling up that much, so it's a gamble. I mean, I could buy another tanker. They weren't overly expensive, and we could shuttle them, have one on the Fiat, have one on the case, get a worker filling one. By the time we've gone there, fill the next one up, come back, it'll be ready again, sort of thing. So that is always an option for us. So we'll have to play that one by ear when we start spreading on the big field. But for now, I'm going to get this tipped. I'll probably chuck the lawnmower on and just see if it's going to let us cut that, see if it was a worthwhile investment. And if not, we'll get it sold straight away and we'll save up for a bigger field. So it's as I suspected. This map for some reason doesn't let you cut random grassland, so that field doesn't work. So it was worth a shot. I think our best bet is we save up now for a field what is going to work for us, or we buy a bit bigger field. We do that one as arable and we sacrifice the two littler fields now that are a bit further away, because they're not overly big, and we could probably make more money for doing grass off them and buying a bigger field. So we are going to sell that again, because if it isn't going to work, there's no point of us keeping it. And like I say, it doesn't lose money. So I think what we'll aim for this £536,000 field number 10. It's got a crop in it at the moment. So what have we got? Is it soybeans? It is soybeans. So it would actually be a really good one to buy. We've got plenty of time to get it bought. And then we could just use field that's 100% loam. So, and that one's quite a high loam. So they are very good fields for yield for us. I mean, the grass field that's there is loam as well. So yeah, we'll probably make 13 another grass field. We'd have 2 grass fields, keep 14 for doing like our root crops. So we want to do some sugar beet this year. I mean, we could buy field 12. It's already planted with sugar beet. It's a bit more expensive, and it would be a massive harvest. It'd take us ages to clear that field. But it is an option. But I think that's what we'll do. We'll save up I think we'll save up to field 10. We'll have produce coming in and going. We've got the soybeans still, haven't we, to sell next June. So that crop is going to be in there until next year. So it's not the end of the world. We've got 86,000 litres of corn to sell as well. There's 80,000 litres of soybeans to sell, and that's going to make us plenty of money. Still 14,000 more of the sunflowers to run through the factory when it's got space. So I think we're going to leave it there today, guys. I know it's been a bit of a bit and bobbing episode, but I feel like we've achieved a lot. We've moved the manure over there to the bioplants. We're turning that into digest so we can start spreading free fertilizer. We've got all of our products sold. So next time we will start doing our poo spreading, start doing our digest spreading, and then we'll probably take all the milk from the cow pen over to the factory, and we can carry on turning it into stuff that makes us a lot of money. So if you've enjoyed today's episode, please give it a thumbs up. Any suggestions, do leave them below. And if you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell, you'll get a notification of our next video. I'll see you there.